Listen, I know a lot of guys complain about like girls not knowing what they want or where they want to eat. But let me tell you something. There's way more of you guys that can't plan a date than anything. Here's what you try to do to get out of like having to like put effort and thought into it. You asked a girl, is there anywhere in your area that you've been wanting to try? Okay, I know what you're doing. You're using that to make us think that like, we try to make us think that, oh my God, he's so sweet. He wants to take me to like this new place I've been wanting to try. But no, what you're really doing is just like, where does she want to go? Make her pick the place, but then like try to trick her into thinking like I planned it. You know what I mean? You're not sneaky. I know what you're doing, okay? Like just plan a date, like be a man. And
as we already know, women are extremely indecisive. You could ask her what she wants to eat. She'll say she doesn't know or it doesn't matter, but still will reject every suggestion that you make. You start to really learn the game once you realize that if a woman is truly interested in you, it doesn't really matter where you take her because she is spending time with you. Fellas, it's better to tell her where you want to go instead of asking her. That way, if she says no, particularly if it is the first date, you can just cut your losses and move on with women who actually want to spend time with you, no matter the location you chose.
Life just gets infinitely better when you stop listening to all of these freaking dating coaches on the internet. And not all of them are built the same, but like 95% of them are toxic. And we are continuously trying to apply a blanket statement, blanket advice based on their trauma, based on the things that they've gone through, and apply it to our own situation because it makes us feel heard. Yes, if you are a naturally cool, calm, collected, detached person, show up that way in dating because that's who you are. But if you're not, if you're an anxiously attached person, learn how to ask for your needs to be met. The right person is not going to deny that. A person that loves you and cares about you actually wants you to be happy, and you won't have to manipulate them into doing that. You won't have to sit all night long watching all of these dating coaches and all of this bogus advice that tell you how to manipulate somebody into having feelings for you, because I'm going to tell you right now, it will never, ever last. Show up as your authentic self from your heart. Be vulnerable. Don't be afraid to ask for the things that you need. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, go to therapy and stop listening to dating coaches that tell you how to be and who to be in a relationship, because it will never last.
She is right. Too many people rely on dating coaches or matchmakers who a lot of the time are single themselves, ironically, to make their dating decisions. Dating isn't and has never been a one-size-fits-all ordeal. Everyone is different, therefore everyone has different preferences when it comes to dating, ranging from personality traits, values, physical preferences, etc. The problem with a lot of coaches is that they try to generalize their advice for the masses, which doesn't work because, again, there are many different types of people with different personalities who are dating. The best practice would be to sit down and think about what you value in a partner as an individual, so that you give yourself the best chance to find other, like-minded, compatible individuals.
A quick question. Where are we meeting the men that actually want to date and be in a relationship? Because it's not the dating apps. It's not. It's not the coffee shops. I've been trying that. I've been trying that for a while now. Definitely not the bars. Not at my age, because they're all like 21, 22, so they definitely don't want to be in a relationship, and I definitely do not want to be a cougar. Nothing wrong with that. Just not my type. I, again, tend to go about 8 to 10 years older than me. I found out even those don't want to date for a relationship. Even they are still figuring things out. Yeah, they are. So where are we meeting the ones that want to date and be in a relationship? That want to date to eventually get into a relationship? That are dating to see if we're compatible for a relationship, not other things. No. I need to know, because I have yet to find them. And I've been looking, so maybe I should stop looking. I don't know. But if you know, please let me know. Help your girl out. Where are we meeting the good men? Where are we meeting the men that actually want to be in a real relationship? Let me know.
Dating apps really are a waste of time. Unfortunately, users on dating apps are there for casual flings or are there to boost their ego, and this goes for both sexes. She mentions that dating apps are bad for meeting good men, and that is partially true. Most matches on dating apps just result in long talking phases that don't really go anywhere, or ghosting, which is highly prevalent. Men drastically outnumber women on dating apps, so the paradox of choice leaves many women feeling stressed and burnt out in the sense that the more likes and matches they get, the harder it is for them to make a decision on who they want to date. As opposed to if their pools were smaller, it would naturally be easier for them to make a decision. Dating app usage skyrocketed during the pandemic, and this resulted in many people forgetting how to socialize in person, and the constant swiping right and left has greatly reduced average attention spans. As frightening as it may sound, the best way to meet people is in real life, especially at your hobbies. This allows you to connect with like-minded people, and said hobby can be a great way to break the ice and start a nice conversation.
I'm 30 years old and I couldn't be more uninterested in marriage and dating. I've done so much on my own that I'm genuinely unimpressed by the population of men that we have to date. I have not met one person that has made my life significantly easier because I firmly believe that when you get into a partnership with a man, a woman never benefits. I did the move in with a guy thing and I daydreamed about it my entire life and I didn't. I was like, ew, this is literally free labor and also free ass work. The thing is for me, I'm hyper independent. I have literally lived in 5 different cities by the time I was 30 and I moved every single time by myself. I also bought a place when I was 25, a mortgage on my own. I know how to do electrical work. I know how to patch drywall. As long as I have a YouTube video, I'm good. I own my own business. I set up an LLC. I'm literally doing all these things. And when a man is literally trying to pen pal with me just to be casual, it gives me the ick because what the fuck? What do you have to offer? Oh, you paid for my dinner? Oh, you paid for my drinks? You paid for my trip? Okay, I can do that myself. The appeal is not there. Unless a man is truly making my life significantly easier, I would rather be single than be in bad company.
This is a woman severely affected by the boss babe bug. This is extreme cope. She is saying this at 30 years old, so she has already hit the wall. Even if she changed her mind over time and decided she does actually want a man, she could be well over 35 plus, and by that point, all the men who she would want, if they want children, would skip over her for the younger women due to better fertility and positive attitudes, who could actually birth them healthy children and don't come with nearly as much baggage and toxicity. On the bright side, it seems like she stacked her money up and even learned a couple manly tasks to cope with being alone, so it is actually smart she is self-sufficient, as there is a low chance a man would swoop in to save her anyways. Does she change her priorities? Boxed wine and cat food is what her future likely holds.
I'm going to tell you a place you can go to find rich, successful men 99.99% of the time. Because I've seen posts suggesting that you should go to a coffee shop at 6 a.m. in the morning and you'll find rich, successful men there. And I just feel like that's not accurate because, 1, more than half of Americans drink coffee. Number 2, a lot of people have a caffeine addiction. Or I saw this post suggesting that you should buy a first-class ticket and go to the lounges. Yes, that works, but you're spending thousands of dollars and you don't even know if you're going to find a rich, successful man there on a dating level the first time around. So the place that I think that everybody should go to if they want to find a rich, successful man is go to a country club and find a golfer there. Because just at this country club, the initiation fees are over $60,000 and their monthly dues are over $500. Now you're probably thinking, well, Sarah, I don't have $60,000 lying around. Well, you don't need $60,000 because you probably don't even play golf. What you need is about $30 and probably 1 to 2 hours once a week. Because once they're done golfing, they like to go to the clubhouse to have a bite to eat or some drinks. And that is open to the public. And the rest is up to you.
Men at country clubs do not want to be bothered. They are there to golf alone or with their buddies and get out. Besides, if a country club man saw a woman creeping on him from a distance, what is he going to think? Successful men aren't stupid. They are going to know that you are there to try to find a leech, to extract as much resources as humanly possible. A lot of successful men, especially if they are older, are already married with children, so good luck finding a single one to begin with. Women nowadays put so much emphasis on finding a rich man because they make their own money, so of course a quote-unquote average guy salary-wise is not good enough for them because women want men who are better than them in every way. Back in the day, before women were advocating to work and be more like men, average quote-unquote men actually had it easier dating because women weren't making their own money at all, so they were less picky financially and cared way more about traits like personality, being of good character, and being able to lead. You can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't cry about being single while also rejecting most of the prospects that would be willing to date you and take care of you because you think you are above them. That's all for today. Thank you for watching.